Every year at Thanksgiving, my family goes around the table and says at least one thing that they're thankful for. And we do this at birthdays too. The birthday person says something that they appreciated about the past year and something that they are looking forward to in the coming year. I love these traditions, but I started thinking, why don't we do this as a family more often? My kids are grown now and they're living on their own, but we do have regular family dinners. We could certainly add the tradition into these evenings as well, which we will probably do now because it's a good habit to get into. Gratitude completely shifts your energy. You cannot be angry and grateful at the same time. We as humans tend to remember and hold on to negative experiences far more than the positive ones. But gratitude can flip that. Being thankful, even for the things that we take for granted, like the ability to walk, the ability to pick up a pencil or to type on a computer, things that we don't usually think about, but are a true gift. Gratitude has tremendous benefits on the human mind and body. So on today's show, I'm making a case for gratitude. I'm talking about the science behind it and how it can improve your life on many levels, both mentally and physically. It's coming up next. Stay with me. Welcome to Shift or Get Off the Pot, the podcast that helps you get out of your head and into action so you can make your dreams your reality. Let's get to it. We're celebrating Thanksgiving here in the U.S., a time when we traditionally pause and reflect on the things we're grateful for. You've probably heard that a grateful attitude can make a big difference in how we view or handle difficult situations that may arise and lead to a more positive outlook. Or you may have heard about the benefits of keeping a gratitude journal. Perhaps you have every intention of doing so. Maybe you've even had a go at it for a bit, but soon you forget about it because life's busy. You're busy. And let's face it, if it hasn't become a habit, a part of your normal routine by now, then it is easy to abandon. I have started and stopped a gratitude journal many times over the years, and I have found a few different ways to make it easier for me to stick with it. And I'll share those with you today. Because in the spirit of this Thanksgiving holiday, I decided to delve into the benefits of gratitude. I guess just to make a case for finding gratitude in even the smallest things daily, not just at Thanksgiving. As Zig Ziglar said, gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. It is linked to more energy, more vitality, and more enthusiasm. You are never going to meet a happy, ungrateful person, or vice versa, an unhappy, grateful person. Because gratitude and happiness go together. It's not happiness that brings us gratitude. It is gratitude that brings us happiness. This is the principle of the be, do, have model of success. I did a whole episode on that. If you missed it, I will link it down below in the show notes. But gratitude has the ability to actually rewire your brain. Did you know that neuroscientists and psychologists say that gratitude literally changes your biochemistry? It makes you healthier because it enhances communication in your neurological pathways. When you feel gratitude, your brain releases the hormones associated with happiness and joy, dopamine and serotonin, the two neurotransmitters, that are responsible for your emotions. When your brain releases these hormones, they naturally make you feel good. They make you feel happy from the inside out. which, by the way, is far more lasting than if you're feeling happiness from the outside in. It's that intrinsic happiness. Gratitude actually gives you a natural high. Psychologists have also found that people who feel grateful have lower levels of cortisol in their system. That's the stress hormone. They have better heart health and are better able to deal with negative experiences. And studies also show that keeping a gratitude journal or even just frequently thinking grateful thoughts can reduce pain symptoms of physical injuries or illness. This is because of the dopamine that's released. Gratitude has the ability to release dopamine, which is known as the natural happiness drug. And because it triggers the good hormones and it regulates the immune system, it can help alter the way you view the world, yourself, and your experiences. Think about it. When you give and receive praise or a thank you note, you feel good, right? Well, this is because your brain is automatically redirected to pay attention to what you have. Your focus shifts, which produces that intrinsic motivation and a strong awareness of the present moment, which can be a huge stress reducer because you're not future tripping. You're not worrying or trying to control experiences or an outcome. Instead, you're focusing on the present. And also, because gratitude is a catalyst for all those neurotransmitters that manage emotions, anxiety, and stress, it can improve the quality of your sleep. You're triggering the part of the brain that helps you relax, enabling you to get a deeper and healthier sleep naturally without any drugs. Gratitude also has the ability to release toxic emotions because you're activating the areas of the brain that regulate the emotions and memory. And studies on individuals in counseling for emotional stress showed that the ones in the group who wrote letters of gratitude, either to themselves or to others, in addition to their regular counseling sessions, actually felt better and released toxic emotions quicker, recovering sooner than their counterparts who just kept a journal of their feelings. That's because it is far more common, only because it's a learned behavior, it is far more common for us to focus on the problem rather than focus on what's good and being grateful for what's going well. But when we shift our perspective, we change our outlook and we start to activate those feel-good centers of the brain. And through the principle of like attracts like, we begin to bring more of the positive into our lives, which is the theory behind the saying, the more grateful you are for what you have, the more you will have to be grateful for. Well, clearly, gratitude has a lot of benefits. So, how can you become more grateful? How can you make it part of your daily routine and actually stick with it so you can reap the benefits? That's kind of easy because gratitude is just like a muscle. The more we practice it, the more we become connected to its transformative benefits. And that feels good. And eventually it's going to become a habit and one that you're not going to want to give up. There are a few things that you can do to exercise your gratitude muscle so that it does become part of your daily routine and you start to see those benefits. Try identifying 3 things to be thankful for before you go to sleep every night. Maybe stand in front of the mirror each evening and look at yourself in the eyes and tell yourself 3 things that you're grateful for. Or try to write out at least 3 things that you're thankful for, things that happened that day or just anything in general. This helps fill your mind with happiness rather than negativity, rather than thoughts of maybe that sad or destructive negative show that you may have watched just before going to bed. And why 3 things? Well, again, because the more you are grateful for, the more you will have to be grateful for. And I guarantee you're not going to stop at 3. It's going to start flowing. Next, keep a gratitude journal. Just write down anything that you are thankful for. It could be people, places, things, nature. But practice writing those things out daily. And then next, practice altruism. Maybe consider volunteering, or buy a cup of coffee for the person behind you in line, or add a little bit extra to a tip. It will make not only you feel good, but it will make other people feel good as well. Try a gratitude jar. I love this one. Just take a Post-it note and write down something that you're grateful for every day. I like to try and write down 3 things. Shove them into a jar. And then at the end of the week, open up that jar. Take a look at it, whether it's big or small, but I guarantee you are going to find so many things that you have been thankful for. Send a thank you note, a handwritten thank you note. Take the time to physically write it out and mail it. It could be to your own self or it could be to someone else, but it's going to brighten your day or the day of the person that you sent it to. Everybody likes getting a thank you note, especially a handwritten one. Try practicing saying thank you more often, whether it's to a friend or a family member, a coworker, or the grocery clerk. Everyone likes to be appreciated. This holiday season, why not give yourself the gift, if you haven't done so already, give yourself the gift of gratitude every day, even for the small things. Why not make Thanksgiving a daily experience, not just an annual one? No matter where you are in the world, you can celebrate Thanksgiving by simply being grateful. I'm grateful for each one of you. Thank you. And happy Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for joining me here today. If you want some help achieving your goals, you can grab the Success Bundle link down below or head over to my website, KimKelleyThompson.com, where I have several free resources to help you. If you like what you've heard today, please consider hitting that subscribe button and join me throughout the week for episodes that will help you make your dreams your reality. I'll be back again soon with another edition of Shift or Get Off the Pot.